Alright, there's actually no way right now. This site's the weirdest stuff ever. Oh my gosh. I briefly saw it. This is gonna be old piece, guys. I really hope I didn't damage it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. How's it going, guys? I had a great dig this weekend. Dug tons of old copper pieces like this. This is thousands of years old. You cannot find anything like this else on YouTube. It's the biggest secret in metal detecting. The oldest stuff you can find in the United States. This is actually a Native American artifact right here. Old pounded copper. So if you want to learn more about it and watch me dig some of this old stuff, watch till the very end. I found copper spear points, old copper nuggets. I have a few showing right here. I'll give you a little brief look, but tons of great stuff, guys. Watch to the very end. Tons of artifacts. You're not going to want to miss out. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. How's it going, guys? Out here again, another day metal detecting. I'm on a site I've been to before, one of my old copper culture sites. Got a very nice piece in the hole for you guys right now. It's not a spear point. I think it's just copper pounding, but it's very nice. You guys see it right there? It actually came out about 2 inches underneath the topsoil, right there. So not deep down at all. But look at that. I already picked it up and looked at it, and it's for sure old copper. So where my mind goes on a piece like this, almost looks like a miniature rat tail point. So maybe it would have came out in here, forked out, and the very top of the spear point's broken off right here. I for sure did not break that. That is an old break, or it just deteriorated from it being in the ground for 6,000 years. But yeah, for sure a piece of old copper. Could very well just be a old copper pounding as well, but look at that. That's beautiful. For sure was being worked. I'll find some more, but that's great. Beautiful. Thousands of years old, guys. I'll be back. How's it going, guys? I just want to take this brief segment in the video to talk about what I am finding and what the old copper complex is. You're going to be seeing on screen while I'm talking a bunch of different types and ages of spear points that you can find in North America. A lot of these were found in like northeastern Wisconsin. That's where you find the majority of these artifacts, but you can really find them anywhere. I mean, wherever there is a waterway in North America, you can find the old copper complex. Some states are rarer than others, but as you can see, I'm in central Wisconsin. There's not supposed to be a lot of old copper artifacts here, but I still find them. But it takes a lot of work, a lot of time out in the woods, and a lot of research. So, as you can see, you can find harpoons, celts, beads, spear points, and they're just beautiful. I mean, they're the oldest artifacts you can find with a metal detector. I cannot say that enough, I feel like. And the metal detecting community has just missed this totally, especially on YouTube. You can find some people talking about it on Facebook. There's some really good groups of guys out there, but overall, this has just been missed, and it's unfortunate because it is such an amazing thing in archaeology and in metal detecting. I mean, more people should know about this, so that is why I'm documenting this site, showing it to you guys. And this is a very missed part in archaeology. This Native American history has just been bypassed by a lot of people. People miss this stuff. I mean, this just goes to show this is the first time you're hearing about it. And this isn't like your video that is just like conspiracies or ancient giants in North America. This isn't what that is. Because this stuff is proven in the archaeological record, but no one hears about it. Like, I'm sure there's so many people that are watching this right now that are new to my channel. This is the first time they're hearing about the old copper complex and had no idea they could find spear points in North America. So I want you guys to pause the video right here on this picture I have up. This is a timeline of all the different cultures between the Hopewell fur trade and then very early Paleo old copper complex. And this just goes to show, you can see all the time frames in there here. It's stretched over a 10,000 year period where you can find these artifacts. And just really take this in on the history and the time it took for these Native Americans to document all this and travel these waterways and to trade these spear points. I mean, it's really a amazing feat that they did. I also GPS all these artifacts. I send them into an archaeologist that's a good friend of mine. So all this is documented. I'm not destroying any of these sites, but I just love the history of it. These are my favorite artifacts to find by far. I get super excited in this video, you can tell. But you guys are going to keep on watching. You don't want to miss this. You guys are going to learn a lot. And I hope you guys will learn something in this video. I really do. Because it's been missed. It's a very important time in North American history. So keep on watching. Got another good one here for you guys. I'm going to show you what it's ringing up at. 32, 31. Before I popped open the hole, ring around 25, 26. This isn't the first one I found here. It's still old copper culture, but I believe this is actually float copper that could be pounded, but could also not be. Found a really big piece of this, ring up super high in my detector last time I was here, but it's for sure old copper culture. Look at that. It's beautiful. So that's not a piece of float, that's a pounding. So that means they're manufacturing this stuff here as well. Most old copper sites and where I'm at, they do not manufacture copper spear points. So this is a very special site that I'm at right here. But look at that. Nice little copper nugget. For sure at least 5,000 years old. It's beautiful. Get a nice close-up of that thing. Wow. That's great. I'm excited, guys. I'm in a really good spot right now. A lot of junk. There's an old tavern here as well. So, like last time I was here, I had a whole bunch of crotal bells, a whole bunch of other coins and stuff, but this is what I'm looking for. This is it right here. Very excited. It's gonna get dark in the next probably half an hour, so I'll be back here for sure tomorrow. But yeah, looking for those copper spear points, guys. I'll be on with the next one. All right, this just rang up at like 17, 18 on my detector. Really high hopes on this. I'm gonna explain to you guys why. Most of these copper culture finds I'm finding are the first 2 to 4 inches down. This one I just got a whole bunch of fire rock. You can see how that's heat treated up. It's sandstone. Native Americans would use this and heat water, boil it, heat their beds at night. Got a whole bunch of old fire rock down here. Fingers crossed on this one, guys. What do we got right there? Ooh, that has potential. That has potential. Trying to see. Gosh, that looks really round. Could just be a mason jar lid. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna be careful with it. Is that the right layer? Oh, what is this? Is it a mason jar lid? Found tons of mason jar lids here. I'm really hoping that's not what it is. Oh, yeah, I think it is. Yep, mason jar. Damn. Well, that's what you get sometimes, guys. Alright, guys. I know I said that was going to be my last hole before, but I don't know. I got a real squeaker right here. 4 is giving me like a 26. Now it's about solid 20. Fairly big. Could be a spear point. I'll have to dig it up and see. I guess it's probably a copper nugget again, if anything, but nice signal. Alright, guys. Here's that 21, 22 signal. Super high tone. Old copper has a certain pitch to it. I just planted that there on you guys. I had it sitting right there, but here, let me take my glove off. While I'm doing that, let me explain this to you. Here's some burnt up fire rock. If you watch Rocks Colossus YouTube channel, you'll see he talks about this all the time on the River Ohio Valley in Ohio. You get all this purple reddish rock. It's heat treated by Native Americans. Now that I got my glove off, let me show this to you guys. Another little copper pounding down the hole. This one was pretty deep. Really deteriorated, but that's for sure what it is. There's a really weird end to it. Didn't hit it at all, even though I thought I did at first, but I for sure didn't. I just rechecked the hole. But yeah, a little copper pounding. Very nice. It's for sure Native American. They were making this stuff here, which is very rare. Most of these old copper sites, you don't find that. You just find spear points. Like in my area, for every 10 pieces of old copper you find like this, one of them might be a pounding. Usually we'll find spear points. Spear points are nice. I found 2 of them here so far. But I'm guessing this is where they're manufacturing the old copper pieces at. But yeah, beautiful. 3rd piece of the night. I'll probably leave after this. If I get really another nice high tone while I'm walking out, I'll dig it for you guys. But I'll for sure be back tomorrow. I'm going to have some great spear points in this video, I'm sure. So keep on watching. Nothing like this else on YouTube, guys. You're not going to see anything else like this. It's amazing. It's great. I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to live dig this one. Maybe I'll go home after it. That sure sounds like old copper. If it's not that, it's a coin. Ringing about 25, 24. Blowing out my detector. All this stuff here on this site is like 2 inches, 4 inches down. It doesn't go down very deep because of soil conditions here. That's very good. It's probably just... Oh. I have a good eye, don't I? Right on top of the ground. I'm really trying to get a live dig for you guys. Guess this is a live dig enough. Haven't found it yet. It's just kind of jumping all over the place. Giving me 30s and a little bit of iron. And wasn't very consistent at all. I believe I'm in the right spot. Have to double check. This old copper stuff, it's my absolute favorite thing to find. Nothing beats it. Oldest stuff you can dig in America right here. Nothing older, and that's a fact. It's not YouTube clickbait. Where's this at? Okay, I'll be right back. I got another find, not old copper culture, rang up around solid 17. Little brass bell, about turn of the century. See, it's broken. Found about like 5 crotal bells on this site. The old stuff's here, it used to be Old Tavern, but yeah, coin guy would be really excited about this, but I'm not a coin guy, artifact guy. I'll be on with the next one, guys. Alright, this site really does have everything, guys. Maybe Civil War stuff, maybe trade stuff. Old Tavern was for sure here. Old crossing along the river. Old copper culture. What else does this site need? Oh my gosh, here, let me take my glove off for this. Rang up about 2019. This is for sure old copper. Oh, look at that. Oh, I really hope I didn't hit that with my shovel. Oh, I don't know what this is though. Looks like almost like a pounding. You see how there's that crease down the middle? So I have a conical point at home that's almost like this. So it's either a folded up or reused conical point, or they're pounding it to make it into one. So they either botched it, folded up like that. You can see that seam in there because it has the point to it. Or they pounded it together and they're going to make one and threw it away for whatever reason. But oh, I don't think I hit that. I hope I didn't. Oh, I really hope I didn't hit that. Oh, that's great though. If you guys don't know what old copper culture is, there's a group on Facebook. You guys should look it up. This thing could be anywhere from 2,000 to like 9,000 years old. I mean, this thing's older than shit. Look at that. And I can tell it's old copper culture right away off just the patina of it. I've dug about 4 or 5 pieces of this around here. I mean, it's super rare. I mean, when you find this stuff, it's a fluke, but you know, along the river melee detecting, you get it. You can find it, and that's what that is. Either a spear point that is folded up or a pounding. For sure, old copper. This would have been used by the Native Americans, like I said, around probably anywhere from 2,000 to 9,000 years ago. Pure copper, came all the way from Michigan, Canada. This thing had a very long journey to get here. That's great. Gotta love it. I'll be on with the next one, guys. I'll make sure to for sure clean this up and show it to you guys once I get home. But really hope I didn't hit it. But look it up on Facebook, guys. There's tons of websites out there talking about this stuff. I mean, it's very rare piece. I mean, this site that I'm at right now has everything. Old copper culture. Look it up, guys. Big copper spear points are made out of this stuff. It's great. I just can't believe I found this at this spot. Been digging so many pull tabs, so many shotgun shells. I've been finding really nice stuff too, but this just goes to show you have to dig everything when you're on a site like this. Big piece of old copper. Wow. I'll make sure to clean it up to you guys and show it at the end. And I'll put a few of my other pieces and show them to you guys as well. Show you guys what I'm talking about, but this is a very old piece. Great find. Put it in my bag. Alright, there's actually no way right now. This site's the weirdest stuff ever. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let me show you what this rang up at. Oh, here, I gotta turn the camera. Hold up. 20, 22. You can see where my bag is over there. That's where I dug that Civil War stuff, I think. Quotation marks. I also found some kettle over there. I can't believe this. Okay, I found that old copper pounding right up that hill, about probably 10 yards. Got another old copper piece. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. Right next to each other, about 10 yards. I briefly saw it. This is gonna be an old piece, guys. I really hope I didn't damage it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh no, please tell me I didn't hit that with the shovel. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think I nicked it a little bit though. The ear. Oh, that's a great piece though. Look at that. Oh, that's great. Oh, big copper spear point. Look at that, guys. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's terrible. I nicked it. I didn't think it was gonna be old copper though. That was gonna be trash. You guys don't know how many pull tabs and shotgun shells and junk I've dug here. There used to be an old bar right here, so I didn't think there's gonna be any more old copper or any good relics. So 2 croto bells, that Civil War button, 2 beautiful copper pieces. Oh, I'm gonna really have to take my time here. This is gonna be my last find of the night, but oh, what a great way to end it. That's a shame I nicked that back corner, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is very rare for central Wisconsin where I'm at. Incredibly rare. 2 old copper pieces. I'm just in shock. Like I said, guys, please look this stuff up on Safari or Facebook. There's a big group on Facebook with tons of these pieces. They're super rare, super old. The Native Americans got this stuff from up in Michigan, Minnesota, up very far north. So for this stuff to be here is insane. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a great site. I'm gonna really have to take my time here. Oh, you gotta love it. This is gonna be my last find of the night though. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. Oh, look at that nice bevel to it too. That's great stuff, guys. I'll clean this up and show all the finds here. I've dug here for probably 2.5 hours. I'm gonna really have to take my time since I know there's old copper here now, and it's in really one spot. This is gonna be great, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like content like these, I know this video is all over the place, but this is gonna be a great site. I'm really gonna figure out what's happening here. I think it's just a very small multi-component site. What usually happens is when you're on the river like this, when there's a key spot for stopping, the natives stop here, traders stop here, they put ferries here going across the river, they put old taverns, logging stuff. I mean, this is Civil War stuff, I think, but look at that. Copper spear point. That's great, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like stuff like this, I try to do weekly uploads all over Wisconsin, mostly central Wisconsin. I mean, you're not going to find anything else like this on YouTube, guys. 2 old copper finds, Civil War stuff. I'm just almost in shock right now. I know I'm kind of going fast, and if you guys aren't new to my channel, I'm usually not this excited, but great way. Come out here after school, do some LA Technic, and find some amazing stuff. How's it going, guys? This is going to be the wrap-up segment of the video. Found a lot of great stuff, especially 6 months ago in the fall. So those last 2 clips you saw were actually from the fall. And I found those 2 big spear points, and that just caught me off guard totally. I was shocked, and then I did a lot more research on the site. And turns out I found where the actual site was, and I found those poundings this weekend. So really the point of this video was to document the site as a whole. I found a lot of other copper artifacts before, other than this site, but I just wanted to show this site. I have like 3 or 4 other clips of me finding spear points and awls. I'm going to show you a few of those finds right now, but I also want content for a later video, maybe like in the winter, to show off some of my other old copper artifacts. I think that would make a good video in the future. So here are the finds, guys. Excuse my table, it's kind of a mess, but I laid these out on a nice coyote pelt. Thought it was very fitting. But this is what we got right here. Hands down, probably the best finds was a spear point. Like I mentioned before, I found this thing, I don't know, it was right after wrestling season, so I guess it would have been in the spring, not the fall. And finding something like this really gets your heart pumping. Very cool find. One of my best old copper culture finds by far. I think this would have been classified as an A1 triangulate point, and that's because of the bevel that it has down in it. Normally these are fluted, but this one actually has notches, and you can see like they grinded it out. So that's where the situ would have wrapped around right there. You can see it right there on that notch. But yeah, this thing's absolutely beautiful, stunning. So all the artifacts right here are what you guys saw in the video. I have a few other spear points in a little copper rivet I found, but I'll show this at the end of the wrap up. I just want to explain these to you guys for future videos so you guys will know what I'm talking about more. Here are the 4 copper poundings I found. This one I don't think I added in the video. I think the footage of it corrupted, but this thing's pretty crazy. If you hold it in your hand, I'm guessing most of you guys haven't held old raw copper like this before that was mined up in Michigan in the UP. But this is very heavy, one of the heaviest metals you can find. It's about probably for sure heavier than lead. Crazy. I mean, this thing rang up about 40 in my metal detector. I hope I got the clip in the video, but yeah, it was super amazing me finding this. And you know, I prefer finding the spear points, but these are all sought after by the Native Americans, because what they would do is pound these out. This one right here is just would have been float copper. They would mine it and then they would pound it out, but then they would trade it, use it as currency. Because you gotta remember, this big copper chunk right here would just barely probably make a spear point like this or a conical point like this. And they would use it in trade. And it's absolutely amazing how many miles this is traveled to get here in central Wisconsin in my area. And normally you don't find poundings like this in central Wisconsin. You usually find a lot of these up in the UP, because that's where they're mining it. But you can find old copper culture artifacts anywhere in the U.S. They're most prevalent up north, but you can really find them anywhere. I was on Facebook the other day and someone found a nice Hopewell point. And it once been considered old copper culture, but it's still a nice big copper spear point. But this stuff is absolutely nuts. And you're not going to see anything else like it on YouTube. No one documents this stuff and posts it because no one knows about it. There's some very good resources online. My buddy Steve Livernash has a website that he posts tons of his finds, personal finds, and other people's. And he does a lot better job at explaining what he has than I do. But let me get back to the finds. Right here, this is the conical point. This would have been like the second to last clip you guys saw. It's rolled up for whatever reason. They were probably going to modify it, but it for sure was used at one point as a conical. But here's another better conical I found. Didn't find it on this same area, so it wouldn't be in this video, but I found it when I was a kid with actually old bounty hunter metal detector. But right here, this is what you should expect from a stereotypical conical point. This one's really, I don't know, folded up, but it's still beautiful. Usually don't find them as big as this one, but it's a beauty. And the spear points are what I'm looking for. They really are. You can find tons of other old copper artifacts. Like here, this is a very rare one. I found this up in southern Wisconsin area. It's a old copper rivet. And this has been debated for a long time. People believe maybe it's jewelry as well, but I don't know, it's pretty close to a nail. But you can look these up. That's what it is. Old copper culture rivet. And all this stuff dates from anywhere from 3,000 to 7,000 years ago old. I figure the site I was on this video is about anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000. And I date that because the conical point I found, most conical sites are anywhere from 7,000 years old. This A1 triangulate point, though, makes me think maybe it's a little bit later than that, but hard to tell. It could also be just a mixture of stuff because it's a very nice spot along the river where I'm digging this. But I don't know. Very beautiful stuff. It's not appreciated as much as it should be. Yeah, it's a secret. You guys aren't going to see anything else like this on YouTube. I mean, I only know of one other channel that has old copper finds on it, and I don't know, they don't really do a very good job at explaining what it is. This find right here, this is what you call a copper awl, and I found this pretty close to this conical. I won't say they're on the same site, they're probably both dropped, but this right here would have been used for piercing, embroidering things, weaving. I don't know, it was just a good overall tool. I mean, you could just imagine they could drill with that end and then use the other end as a knife. And you guys have to remember too, these are so old, that's why it has the green patina on there. Normally, these would have been like a brass or orange, you know, copper, like a penny color. So they would have been a lot sharper then than they are now. But I have a video clip of me finding this. I'm not going to post it. Tell them maybe do like a yearly wrap up of all my old copper finds or my trade finds, but I don't know, this stuff isn't appreciated like it should be. If you guys want me to do another video like this, I will. I know the fur trade stuff does fairly well on this channel, but the old copper stuff, I mean, it's really the oldest artifacts you can find in the United States with a metal detector. I mean, there's nothing else like it, and without you experiencing what it feels like to find one, you really have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's like picking up your first arrowhead for the first time, but it's an ancient metal. I mean, people don't realize they're working with metals in North America like they were. I mean, when you think of metallurgy and like forging weapons and spear points, you think of like Rome, ancient Egypt, you think of all these other cultures, but they're doing it here right in North America, which is just absolutely insane. And it's such a question mark on archaeology and history, and not many people know about it. But this stuff right here, guys, this is by far my favorite stuff to find. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but this is all ancient Native American pottery that I found. But I'll do another video on that in the future. But yeah, this stuff's absolutely amazing. I love finding it. My favorite stuff by far. Really gets your heart pumping. Oldest stuff you can find in the United States. right here with the metal detector. No one talks about this stuff. It's a secret. So let me know, guys, if you want me to do more videos on this topic. I love finding this stuff. I'll for sure be posting more of it. I'll probably explain how to identify these pieces as well and what they are. I'm 18 years old, so I'm also learning this stuff as I go, but I have a pretty good understanding of it so far, I'd like to think, because I found so many pieces. I've been very fortunate. But if you guys like stuff like this, I do weekly uploads. Anything pre-1850, I metal detect for. The older the better. I love the old stuff. I try to focus on Native American artifacts on this channel, but you'll see me do, 1850s cabin site or trading posts. But I like to stick with the Native American villages and the old copper culture stuff. That's what I primarily focus on. If you guys like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. I've been posting every 2 weeks now, trying to post weekly, but I'll for sure be back in the next 2 weeks. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching the video. If you guys have any questions, put in the comments down below. If you want to learn more about this subject, the old copper complex on Facebook, join that group. There's some wonderful people in there, great admins. They'd answer your questions a lot better than I probably would, but there's just tons of stuff you could find. You guys would be amazed by some of these big spear points people are finding. I mean, they're even better than this one I got right here. They really are. I mean, if you think this is a dandy, there's people that has, ones that are like bigger than my hand, like, I don't know, like a foot long, big socketed spear points. I mean, they look like something that would come out of a movie in Great Rome. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. This has gotten a little bit longer than I would like it to, but if you guys like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate it. This stuff doesn't get as much attention as it should. It really doesn't, and it's my favorite stuff to find, favorite artifacts to find by far. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.